Welcome to Chapter 8, History and Culture's Futures. One strategy used to legitimize culture is through the representation of history. George Orwell wrote in his famous novel, 1984,
"Who controls the past, controls the future. Who controls the present, controls the past."
It would be hard to disagree with Orwell. Perhaps much of what we believe to be truth is only a representation of events that reinforce political or personal values, which may be based on spurious evidence we accept as factual because we identify with the culture making the claims. Most of us understand history as some linear sequence or chronology of events that happened at some time in some past. But they are stories. Some are credible and some are, well, otherwise. The stories are not fixed snapshots frozen in time. They continually change and adapt as we welcome new characters, plots, experiences, and values. These stories are what bind us to cultures. Equally, the stories can repel and disgust us. History are only story blocks in our mind. The present and the future are potentials to create new stories. History is one way we reconstruct the past to create shared meanings. They are representations of events using a shared discourse to create order. History is necessary to help us understand and know our shared identity and our belonging to a group of people. History is our culture, and our cultures become the history. History helps to produce and circulate meaning. But, as we have discussed, the world may not be as we believe it to be. And nor may history. Myths are another tool that signifies acceptable meaning to a culture. Myths may not falsify what has happened, but may actually help to provide meaning to events. Is it possible for scientists to predict what the future will hold based on mathematics? Historical patterns, such as secular cycles, exist, and perhaps mathematics has the only sensible causal account of them. Could it be that against a backdrop of a rising CiC value, that chance that some rupture, a harvest failure, a foreign aggression, or a pandemic, that in other circumstances would have been easily absorbed into the world order, could cause conflict to erupt? Peter Turchin wrote in November,
"It is because social systems are so complex that we need mathematical models."
What do you think? Remember, the past does not determine the present. The present is not the future. The futures you create, or they will be created for you.
This has been a PiCubed production.